Hey, so I want to kind of, I guess, explain hog pathing with it as an example. Um, Best way kind of to describe it is, let's see here. Hogs and loons only go towards defenses. So really, what we're going to do here is play a game of connect the dots. And these purple dots are double giant bombs that are very bad, and they're the dots that kind of wreck you. So let's get rid of this. So here are the dots. This is how the base looks. So now, as far as hog pathing goes, the idea is to keep your hogs together for the most part. Or the idea kind of is to negate double giant bombs. Actually, there's all kinds of things you want to accomplish with hog pathing, but one of them is double giant bombs. So you can look at these dots as defenses and kind of play connect the dots with them. For example, if you drop 3 hogs here and 3 hogs here, they're after killing these defenses, they're going to go over the double giant bombs into this next defense that's the closest, and that will negate those double giant bombs. Now there's Teslas that screw this up here, but that's the general idea of it. So let me erase those. Oops, and I erased the yellow dot. So when you're doing your hog attacks, there's a lot of different ways to take out double giant bomb positions. If they're near the outside like this, when you're getting the clan castle pull, you can use some hogs to destroy a few defenses and trip some bombs while they're getting the clan castle pull. So if I was doing this base, looking at it from this perspective, this is kind of what I would do. I would send in, this is a forum base, so I'm pretty sure there's double giant bombs here and not over here. So what I would do is I'd probably put 4 hogs here and then 3 hogs here. Then when they're done there, they're going to go to the Tesla that's in between those bombs and they're going to trip them. And for 7 hogs, you're going to get rid of 2 defenses, the double giant bombs, and you're going to get the clan castle pull, and there's a clan castle either here or here. Now, what you're going to notice about this base, and this is typical of most bases that have a town hall in the center, is there's this big giant hole right here, and that's awesome. That's a really good thing. When you're hogging a base, it's really easy when there's no defenses in the middle, because what it means is now that you've destroyed these defenses and the clan castle troops are right about here, you can pull those clan castle troops over into here, off into who knows where, who cares, and kill them. And then once they're dead, your surviving troops are going to walk this way. Once those troops are starting to walk this way, you kind of want to protect them a little bit. And it's beautiful because this base is kind of like 2 circles, like this. And the nice thing is, let me get rid of those 2 circles, is that this part of the area has already been broken. This part of that circle has been broken. And what that means is if you deploy your hogs here, or say you deploy your hogs here, they're going to go in a predictable fashion around the base, depending on where you deploy them. And that's a good thing. You want them to go in a predictable manner. Like, for example, if you were to deploy your hogs over here, what would happen is some hogs would go that way, and some hogs would go that way, and that'd be bad. Your hogs would split up, and Apollo, stop eating that. No. Sorry, dog's eating my backpack. And that would be bad, because your hogs would lose their strength. All the defenses in the entire base would be shooting hogs at the same time. Not the same hogs, but they would all be shooting. They would all be firing. and your hogs would have half the strength because they would be split. Whereas if your hogs go only one direction and stay together, like for example this way, around the base like this, what's happening is you can cover them, your whole pack of hogs in one heal. They're taking out 2 or 3 defenses at a time as they work their way around, and the hogs are only taking on the base one section at a time as they work their way around the base. So that's the easiest thing for pathing is if you can cut out a section of the base, destroy all the defenses in a small section of the base, you create a dead zone that you can use as a wall to send your hogs in a predictable path around the base. If there's double giant bombs in that predictable path, well, that's going to spell disaster for your hogs. And that's something you have to set up. You have to stage this part of the attack. So now, I want to show you on a different base, because that base is pretty easy. That base is pretty easy to do. Let's look at Lord Bombs. So, Lord Vaughn has a pretty decent base. He's got these double giant bombs and everything here. So now, from what we know about pathing, hogs are going to be sucked to the nearest defense. So, this double giant bomb position, it's only threatening if your hogs hit the double giant bombs at the exact same time. What I mean by that is if they go like this, or they go like this into the double giant bombs, they're all going to die. But if the hogs were to say come from this Tesla and go to that Tesla, and or say go to that wizard tower from like this Tesla, they'll hit the giant bomb. They'll only hit this giant bomb. The giant bomb will go off. The heal spell will heal the hogs back up to full health. They'll hit the other giant bomb and it won't kill them. And the hogs will survive it. So, when you're looking at a double giant bomb position that's inside the base, when you can negate it sometimes by using hog pathing. And what I mean by that is, let's say you get the clan castle pole and you kill the clan castle troops somewhere out here and they're doing their thing. If you were to say attack this base by deploying hogs there and hogs here, what would happen is the hogs would destroy these defenses. Those hogs would go over there, and these hogs would go right here, and they'd stack up on this wizard tower on this side of it. And what would happen is they would trip this bomb right here, and that would negate this set of giant bomb positions. This giant bomb position is not very good and pretty easy to negate once you know where it is. It's still a giant bomb position. It'll work if your hogs are going like this, or your hogs are going like this. But if you don't go that way, and instead you come at it from the long side, you can negate the position and make it worthless. Now, however, there's a problem to that. If you deploy all your hogs like this, and you deploy all your hogs like this, your hogs are going to spread out. They're going to go everywhere. It's going to be super hard to heal them, and there's going to be lots of problems as far as pathing, and all point defenses are going to be firing, and all the problems we were talking about on the last base are going to come to be. So, what that means is you either need to trip those double giant bombs when you get the clan castle pole before you get your main pack, or you need to build it into your deployment and do a separate deployment. And what I mean by that is, let's say you put 5 hogs here and 5 hogs here. That's going to be enough. There's going to be about 3 hogs left over after each defense, and those hogs are going to be sacrificial. Actually, you'd only need 3 hogs on this one. There's no reason to invest 5. You just need extra hogs from this defense to go down here and trip those double giant bombs. So, what this would be doing by tripling those double giant bombs is if you were to deploy your main pack of hogs over here, like say the other 30, what would happen is they would now have a path through the base. However, they'd still split up, but their split isn't too bad because, well, it isn't too bad because they're going to run into all the bad things like the Teslas and wizard towers while they're still somewhat close together. this archer tower and cannon are going to rain havoc on your hogs because the hogs are going to come over to them in small packs, and they're going to get a lot more DPS off than they should. But it's a pretty good plan and would work pretty well. So yeah, suicidal hogs. The other option for hog pathing is, if you know where the double giant bombs are, to use Goho, and this is something that Murda's been doing for a long time. Is you send a golem composition to bust up this area, and as soon as you destroy one of these defenses, there's no reason for the hogs to go over those double giant bombs, and the double giant bomb position is ruined. So if you send a golem composition in here with some wizards and golems, it can negate the position, and then your hogs have an easier path through the base, and they just won't even go over here. They'll go like this, because there's no reason to go over those double giant bombs if the defenses are destroyed. So I hope this video helps. Sorry it's been long. I know my voice is monotone and annoying. Please let me know if you have questions or something is unfamiliar. Thank you. Bye.